time. Sets up across the middle. Deflected, intercepted by Word. The 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown! Matt Word on a pass interception.
This is the Dan McCarney Show with Iowa State head football coach Dan McCarney and the voice of the Cyclones, Pete Taylor. The Dan McCarney Show is brought to you in part by Robert W. Baird & Company, Incorporated, a wealth of advice, member New York Stock Exchange, and SIPC, and by Chevrolet, Chevy trucks, the most dependable, longest-lasting trucks on the road.
Hi once again, everybody, and welcome to the Dan McCarney Show. Iowa State 49-7 over Kansas down in Lawrence. Makes the Cyclones bowl eligible for the second year in a row. Congratulations, Dan. And I know you talked last week about the things you had to do, you felt, to win this football game and get the team righted, so to speak. And it was almost flawless as far as Iowa State was concerned during the course of the afternoon.
That was a great job by the kids, Pete, and they were ready to play, and no doubt about it. We got off to a great start. We discovered a new running back in Tony Elk off that punt team. That was a big play to get us started, obviously, but we really took control both sides of the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball, and offensively, our offensive line was just outstanding. Ennis had a big day, and we needed to get off to a real fast start in an environment where we knew it could be dangerous because of the emotion that they might be playing with. So great start. We sustained it, finished strong, and it's a tremendous win for Iowa State.
Well, I know you wanted to get Ennis a lot of carries. You did. He got a lot of yardage, 4 touchdowns. But also a key at the start of the game, I thought, was the way your defense dominated the Kansas offense and put your team in good field position.
Well, they did, you know, and really controlled the running game, Pete, and got good pressure, got a couple of real key sacks early, and regardless of who was rotating in there at quarterback, it was hard for them to get to set their feet and complete passes, and that was really important. But we just came up with a lot of big plays. We scored on defense for the first time this year. We challenged the defense this past week to do that. We hadn't done it all year long. They came through with Mo Word's big interception. And I just like the way that our kids played. Very, very, very excited, emotional, enthusiastic, playing with a purpose, and there was no doubt that they were ready to play in an exciting win for the Cyclones.
Well, not only did Tony Yelk run with the football effectively, he punted well, and his kickoffs were unbelievable yesterday.
A lot of confidence, Pete, no doubt about it, and the run that he made was a miraculous run, really. And but he's a high school quarterback, an all-conference high school quarterback. He's a good athlete, punting, as you said, 46-yard average. Kickoffs were tremendous, and he hit all of his PATs, so big day for Tony Elk.
All right, plenty of highlights to check out, both offensively, defensively, and special teams. We'll be back to see them right after this. Lawrence, Kansas, as Iowa State closes out the Big 12 season against the Jayhawks, and we'll go down to Memorial Stadium, and good Iowa State group on hand to follow the Cyclones.
It was, Pete. It was a lot of fun having them there, and our kids really appreciated their support, and it was a lot of fun getting with them after the win.
Here's Ennis carrying for 13 yards early in the game, but Iowa State forced to punt. Here's what happened.
Yelk to punt. Good snap. Rushes on, and he fakes it and runs out to the left side with it. Turns the corner at the 40. First down, midfield. Cuts it back at the 40s, at the 35, down the sideline, all the way to the 20, to the 15, to the 13-yard line.
Not bad for your first rushing attempt.
Not bad. Crazy legs Yelk there on the run, Pete, but just a great job. You can see a lot of our kids stepping in there and blocking guys and screening guys and trying to help them, but that's just a good athlete making a big play in a critical situation.
And wrapping up the ball at the end of the run, too.
No doubt about it.
So Iowa State back at it, and here's Seneca Wallace picking up 10.
Nice job. Real good decisions by Seneca yesterday in our run game and off our zone fakes, and real good execution, Pete.
Tough running, and Ennis almost sticks it in, gets right down there on the goal line. And this time on the option pitch, he runs for the flag and gets there.
Executed great by our offense, and nice to be able to take that ball, knock it in there, and get the first points on the board after the punt.
Cyclones up 7-0. Here's Reggie Duncan, and he's thrown for a 4-yard loss.
Just real good pursuit by the defense, Pete. As you can see, Tyson Smith coming from the backside, hustling and taking a great pursuit angle.
Matt Word had a big game, a couple of sacks. Here's one of them.
Great acceleration, stayed on his feet. You know, it was a combination of some base stuff and some blitzes, but we got real good pressure on the quarterbacks.
Now here's Kinsey to throw. It's deflected by Word this time, and Forrest almost comes up with it, not quite.
Great underneath coverage, Pete, obviously, as you mentioned, with Mo getting his hands on it and real close to getting another interception.
Here's the lateral, so to speak, to Danielson. He picks up 9 yards. That goes his rushing yardage, and now There's a long one down the side to Whitford.
Absolute great touch on the ball by Seneca, and Jack obviously is one of the most improved players on our football team. Great catch.
Kansas with the ball back. Duncan stopped for a 1-yard gain.
Real good effort by Jeremy Lloyd. I thought he was outstanding yesterday, Pete, in his last Big 12 game of the season.
And now here is the sack by Lloyd. 13-yard loss on the play.
Tremendous effort and real good collapse by our whole defense. Jeremy stepping it up.
Now you're going to see the Ennis highlight show. Ennis for 7, Ennis for 5 here.
Just good, tough, hard yards inside. Offensive line doing a nice job getting some surge, and Ennis doing the rest, Pete.
Gets outside and goes for 9 more. And now with a 1st and goal at the 6-yard line, he's into the end zone.
Just great job inside. Bobby Montgomery and Zach Butler, Corey Hannon, Marcel Howard, Lozo White. All those guys doing a great job controlling the line of scrimmage.
14-0 Cyclones. Kinsey trying the option. Karstens and Brown there on the stop.
Nice job by Jordan, and of course Brandon Brown getting more playing time. Another true freshman that's going to have a tremendous future at Iowa State.
Kinsey trying to go deep, hangs it up a little bit, and Timmons comes up with the interception.
One of the 5 interceptions we got back on track with turnovers yesterday, Pete. Excellent play there by Mark Timmons.
There he is again, as you want. He's playing center field back there and comes up with the interception. Here's the next play.
They just hand it off again up the middle. It's Haywood who busts his way for the first down, breaks a tackle, 25, 30, 35, down the right sideline, out of bounds at the 47-yard line.
Just vintage Ennis Haywood powering over tacklers.
Right, Pete, exactly. Just great power, as you mentioned. Nice little spin move there, and then, as always, tremendous ball security back, getting hit from all directions, but he's as good as there is in college football, holding on that football.
Cyclones go it again with the lateral to the right side, this time Montgomery with 12 yards.
Nice job to pick up the first down there by sophomore Jamal Montgomery.
Now we'll watch Ennis Haywood 3 straight times. Here he goes for 6 on this one, and now 7.
You can see the cutback lane is there, obviously, because of the movement and the surge by our offensive line.
And now 13, bouncing off the pile. Can't arm tackle him, and he goes 13 for the touchdown.
Super job there. Obviously hit about 1 yard past the line of scrimmage, but he just blows through it and powers through it. And outstanding run there by Ennis Haywood.
Cyclones now up by a 21-0 score and still working quite well on defense. Duncan loses 2 here. Karstens and Brown on the stop.
Great job again there, and Jeremy Lloyd, of course, showing up along with Jordan Karstens to make the play.
And the 2nd sack for Matt Word. That's a lateral, by the way, and that's what it was ruled. Now here are the Cyclones again. 15-yard pass to Lane Danielson.
Super job. He got nicked a little bit earlier in the game, but came back full speed and making plays as he has all season long for us, Pete.
Ennis getters to the outside, picks up 12.
Real good job in there. Mike Banks, Casey Shelton playing a lot yesterday at guard and tackle, especially tackle, and I thought he played real well.
7 more for Haywood, and now 4 more into the end zone for his 4th touchdown of the first half.
Outstanding drive there to knock it in for the 28-point lead, and good job there by Kyle Knockett, tight end, blocking 2 feet.
Kinsey trying the option again, no gain. Lloyd on the stop, and now he's sacked by Runk.
Excellent effort there. Senior captain Adam Runkin playing in his last Big 12 game, and he was outstanding yesterday too, Pete.
Kinsey throws complete to Rideau, but he's popped pretty good here, and the ball comes loose, and Lloyd fields it.
Outstanding job there. DeAndre Phillips forced the fumble. Jeremy Lloyd there to get another turnover, and that's what it's all about. Doesn't get any better than that on defense, Pete.
Go to the 3rd quarter now. Duncan for no gain. Eilers on the stop.
Another fine game by Justin. Played real physical yesterday. Big hit here and big play by Mo Word.
4-yard loss. Here's the only score of the game, and it's a great catch by Gazaway right here.
Fantastic execution and play, because as you can see, Atif Austin's in real good shape. He's in good position. The kid just out-jumped him and made the play for the touchdown.
Kinsey looking to throw deep, and another one is picked off by Runk this time.
Outstanding job there by our safety. And you like to see all these positive yards, plus yards after the interception to get good field position for our offense.
Cyclones go back to the ground. Haywood picks up 9 yards on this carry, and now Wallace pulls it out around the right side for 12.
Great job there, and you see the feet of Seneca and the acceleration and the plays that he can make out there with his feet on the perimeter, Pete.
Now the slant route, perfect throw, perfect catch to Danielson.
Real good execution there, and a great shot by Seneca, and Lane, Mr. Consistent, always coming up with those plays.
Kinsey trying the screen pass to Ross this time, and it winds up being a 1-yard loss. Word there again.
A lot of white jerseys to the ball, Pete. Means they're staying on their feet. Their fundamentals are good, and their effort's outstanding.
Now Kinsey scrambling around to the outside, throws downfield. Forrest comes up for the ball. Can't hang on to it here, though. It's pulled out, but good job by Cluis.
No question. And everybody hustling the ball, as you said, Pete. Good pressure there by Bo Coleman, and we ended up coming up with the turnover.
Seneca again around the right side, picks up 9 yards.
Real good job to get the first down there, and good blocking, real good blocking by Corey Hann and Mike Banks.
Good protection there. Fires complete to Danielson. A gain of 29 on 3rd down and 15.
Big play when it's 3rd and long like that, Pete. We work on it during the week, get into those long yardage situation, and then Joe touchdown Woodley here for the touchdown.
He piles in there to make it 42-7.
Time sets up across the middle, deflected, intercepted by Word at the 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown! Matt Word on the pass interception.
And let's watch it again, because 2 great blocks on the play by DeAndre Phillips.
Great job. First of all, DeAndre gets his hands on. He's the one that tips it. Mo Word's there to get the interception, as you said. Anthony Forrest, DeAndre Phillips, Tyson Smith, guys hustling downfield, and nice to get a defensive score, Pete. Doesn't get much better than that on defense.
Okay, this is Dyer back to throw, and his pass picked off by Brent Nash, and he makes a nice return.
Real nice return, and Brent missed some time earlier in the year with a sprained ankle, and he's come back, got a lot of significant playing time yesterday, and got his first career interception.
Chris Love in the ball game, and a chance to throw just a little bit, and he gets this one out to Montgomery for a gain of about 16 yards. And then Stubbs tries to carry here, and Mosier with a nice play pulls him down. Loss of a yard, and there was more of that as the game ran out. And Iowa State wins it by a score of 49-7. And a lot of good things happening in this game for Iowa State, but maybe the biggest is, for the 2nd year in a row, you're 3rd in the Northern Division of the Big 12 Conference, and winning record on the road again, and the 500 record in Big 12 Conference play.
Right, Pete. You know, I'm just so proud of my coaches and my players, and you know, it's easy to forget. It isn't for me, but it's easy to forget about. We lost more starters than anybody else in the Big 12 Conference, and these kids were determined to come back and sustain winning, sustain success. We've won 8 of our last 11 road games. That's never easy to do anywhere, much less in the toughest conference in America. Great game for us, and really a big one to build on coming up for the Iowa game.
We'll take a break and be back with our weekly feature right after this.